Hi, Liz. How are you? Hey, Liz, I have everything ready. I'll probably put the kit in the mail to you tomorrow. So, hi, Denise. Oh my goodness, it's time. Uh, well, hello everybody. It is 6:30. Hi, Diana. On Tuesday, which means it's time for Tiger Stamp Club Live, where we make great cards. And I don't know about you, but Easter kind of snuck up on me. I just realized it's, next week, I think. And so, um, I quickly looked for an Easter card, and I needed one that was not too involved, that was pretty good, pretty easy to put together. So I think I found a really cute one for us to work on today. For some reason, my phone is very zoomed in. Sometimes you can see my entire desktop. Sometimes you can only see this much. So hopefully I can monitor and get everything on screen tonight. If not, you guys yell at me. All right. So as far as news goes, this for demonstrators, this catalog has gone live today for pre-orders. So if you are a demonstrator, then you can order from the catalog beginning today. So I have put my order in. So I've got some new stuff coming our way. And this is not in the catalog, but I wanted to point it out because I think it's such a cute suite of products. It's based on Winnie the Pooh, and it's you can get it in the suite or you can get the bundles individually. And I just thought I would show them to you because it's just super cute, and I couldn't resist it. So one of the stamp bundles in the suite is called Sweet Old Friends, and you've got Pooh and Eeyore, and I can't remember, Tigger and Piglet, and all the other characters there in stamps, and then you've got some corresponding dies to cut them out. So that's one of the stamps in the bundle. And then this also coordinates with it, Sweet Words and Labels. And so you've got the best kinds of days are the days spent together. Oh, bother. I will love you until forever, and even after that. And sometimes when you go looking for happiness, happiness finds you. So some really good quotes from Winnie the Pooh and a collection of really cool frames to go with it. And then here is the 100 Acres Woods embossing folder. So I thought that was cool as well. And then here's the corresponding DSP that goes with it. So you've got all these Winnie the Pooh characters here, which I'm sure some of the dies correspond to. And on the back sides, here's a sky pattern and some other patterns that are usable. These could be cut out with those frame dies. Anyway, it looks like a great set, and it's going to be an online exclusive. So if this interests you, if you're a demonstrator, you can get it today. If you go onto the demonstrator website and search for Bear, that's the easiest way that I found it. I didn't even know about it until I listened to a leader's broadcast. So I didn't want you to miss it out if you're like me and love Winnie the Pooh stuff. So let's take a look at this card. I told you it was an Easter card when I sent out the notice for our live today. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Candy. This is a fun fold. So it opens up like this, and it can stand like that. It's the same almost as a what do they call that? What do they call that fold, you guys? When an easel fold, but it also has the bookmark fold as well. But it doesn't. It stands up like that. And this is a card that was designed by Dee Slater, who is a demonstrator from the U.S. I'm not exactly sure where she's from. But I thought it was simple, yet cute and easy to replicate. And I just thought it was a lot of fun. And so this is the card we're going to do today. Let's talk about what we're going to use to make this card. And first and foremost is this Easter basket bundle. I got this a little while back, and so I'm very happy to be using it. We are going to be using this cute little rabbit here, this set of flowers, and this little Easter egg. And we're going to use this sentiment here, Happy Easter. And then this has corresponding dies. Now, I've seen some really great cards with the basket as the focal piece. So this die cuts out this basket, and it puts in these slits here, and then you can put in your weaving, this cuts out several little strips here that you weave through so you can get a woven look to your basket. It's really cool. Anyway, that is the Easter basket stamp set. And then we are going to be using this large sentiment strip from the Stylish Shapes dies, an old favorite here. And then the DSP is called Easter Joy. And you know, I hadn't even ever opened up this DSP to look at it. But it's very nice. It's a specialty DSP, so it's shiny. It's got a shiny side, and then it's got a regular side. So this is the panel that we're going to use for the front of our card. And then on the back is the shine. It's got the foiling there. I don't know if you can see it very well. And that's the pattern that we're going to use on that side and that side to add a little shine to our card. So that's one sheet. And then look at this. I've got these little backings from my dimensionals everywhere. So you've got this really cool, colorful stripe that is the foil. And then on the back, you have a crumb cake looking pattern there, more muted. And then you've got these, this little design. I just love the foiling here. And I'm glad I opened this up because I never would have looked at it before. And then look at these. These would be good if you're going to be scrapbooking any Easter pictures, which I'm sure some of you are. Or, you know, quick card fronts. These would make very quick card fronts, and I like the shiny to it. And then on the back here is the more sedate side. Wow, look at these flowers. That foiling, it's just gorgeous paper. I can't believe I haven't opened it up. And if I'm going to make any more cards, I need to do it quickly. And then these Easter eggs. How fun is that? And on the back. So that's a quick look at the Easter Joy DSP. All right, so we're going to begin with some scoring, if I can get this on here. Hey, Leah. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for sharing. Guys, you remember, if you comment during tonight's video, then your name goes into the drawing to win tonight's card. And if you share tonight's video, then your name will go in twice. You'll have 2 chances to win this card. So this card is your card base is your standard side folding card base. So it's 11 by 4.5, and we are going to score it. I've already scored it at 5.5. Let me see. I have a cheat sheet here, so I'll put that right there. Can you see that? Is that in the? No, it's not. Is it? Let me move it up. So we're going to score it at 5.5, and I've already scored it at 5.5. And then we're going to score it at 6 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 8 7/8. So this, like I said before, this is kind of like a combination of an easel fold and a bookmark card. All right, so we've got this scored. Let me go ahead and burnish it with my bone folder. And it's going to go like this and like this. And this will all make some sense here in just a minute. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach this first section here. We're going to glue it together. So I'm going to get my liquid glue. Not too much, Minnie, like before. I got glue everywhere, you know, because I was kind of in a hurry. All right, and that's going to go that way. And let's talk about some of the other pieces that we need for our card. I have to be super organized, and that's not my forte lately. So we need by the way, this is Shy Shamrock card stock. And so we need a piece of Shy Shamrock cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then this is one of the panels from that DSP set that is going to be 4 by 4, and we're going to layer those two together. And then this is the inside piece that goes on the inside, and that's going to be 4 by 4, and that's out of basic white. And then we need two pieces of the DSP, the shiny side, that is 1 by 4 by 1. Can you see? Is that seeable? Maybe. There we go. 4 by 1. You need 2 pieces of that. So those are the major pieces besides our stamped pieces that we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue on one of these panels. Excuse me. It's going to fit right here in this section. And then I'm just going to open this up. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the basic white panel that goes on the inside here. Let me glue that in. And then this remaining piece of the DSP is going to go on the edge here to make that all fancy looking. And this does have a direction, so, you know, if you use this same pattern, make sure that your direction is right. All right, now let's move that out of the way, and let's get our DSP. This is 4x4, and it's going to mat onto this 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 Shy Shamrock piece. Get all our pieces put together, and it seems like a shame to cover up all this shiny side, but sometimes that's what we want to do. Hey, Jane. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Anita. Thanks for sharing. All right, so this DSP has now been adhered to the Shy Shamrock piece. So we can go ahead and adhere this to the card front. And we've scored this. It's going to fold out like this. So we only want glue on this last end section. So I'm going to only put glue here. And then I'm going to see if I can open this up like this. Might be easier because I'm just going to make sure this side, this end is flush with the card base. So I'm going to put it on there, and then I'm just going to make sure that the ends, the top, the bottom, they're all flush on that end. And I'm going to give that a good burnish like that. All right, now let's see if this works. So when it's fully closed, it looks like that. Then you're going to grab this piece that's not attached and open it up like this. See how that works? Pretty fun. And then if they wanted to display the card, like on a table or on their, wherever they display, they could stand it up like that. All right? So nothing super hard about it. Pretty easy. And now, let's do some stamping. So I'm going to bring over the 3 main items for our card front. And it gets stamped in Memento Black. In the new catalog, so beginning in May, we have a brand new black ink, and it's called Hybrid. And it's going to work with your watercoloring and your alcohol blends markers. So I'm very excited about that. And they say, well, they've got a new white gel pen that they say works very well. We'll see. We'll see. I do have that on order as well. The shimmer pens that, you know, they're like the Wink of Stella, but have color. Those were not available to order yet. I was kind of disappointed about that. You know, I like to get all the new tools first. The new in colors are coming, which means the 2025, 2026, no. We have one set of in colors that are going out. I wish I was going to get the list of that and I totally forgot. But I like how bold the lines are when you stamp this. I just think that's really, really nice, the way it stamps. And then we have one other thing. Where is it? Here it is. The sentiment, we're going to stamp in Pretty in Pink. I chose Pretty in Pink. Well, I chose it because D. Slater did it. But I chose Pretty in Pink because I looked on the DSP. Excuse me, I got a scratchy throat all of a sudden. I looked on the DSP and that's the pink that was listed. So that's what I'm using. And I'm going to stamp this down here. And then I'm going to cut that out with that Stylish Shape banner. All right, now I'm going to cut all these out over at my die cutting station. Or, as I usually like to say, through the magic of television, I have already die cut out some. So we've got that the sentiment with that banner. We've got the cute little bunny. We've got the Easter egg. We've got the flower grouping. And then there's one other die that we cut out this little grass piece from Shy Shamrock. So that's the pieces that we need for our card. Let me close out of this. And now I'm going to bring over my coloring tool. And we're going to color our rabbit and all our die cuts. So the first thing I'm going to do, I couldn't find a Pretty in Pink blends, but this retired Stampin' Right marker, I still had a Pretty in Pink. It was sitting there. So since I'm not too worried about blending anything, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to color the inside of his ear right here. And, oops, where is my little... Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I have one available. Where's my little eraser thing? Might be on my desk. I'm getting little grungy things on my die cuts. I'm going to give him some rosy cheeks here. And then just to add some depth to this little rabbit so it's not quite so flat, I'm going to outline it with Smoky Slate. And I use the lighter blends here. And I'm just going to outline it, not do too much. Oh, guys, we went and saw, Lori and I went and saw Project Hail Mary last night at the theater. So good. I read the book, and the book is excellent. And they did a really good job on the movie. So if you have a free time, I would recommend that movie. So good. All right. So that's all I'm going to do. Gave him a little outline in Smoky Slate, colored his little ear there, and gave him some cheeks, rosy cheeks. All right. Now we're going to color the flowers. Again, I'm using the Pretty in Pink Stampin' Right marker that is retired. If I didn't look in my catalog because I didn't have time to know if there's Pretty in Pink blends markers and if mine are just misplaced or if I just need to order some more. Sometimes there's not blends markers in every color, I have discovered. So when mine come up missing like that, I'm like, are they really missing or do we not have them? And then I have to go look. And then, you know, that's a process. All right, so I'm going to color the leaves there in Shy Shamrock.